podcast.
2015, kids.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do a podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to do intros?
Yeah.
Okay then. Ready? Go.
Hello and welcome to the Triple Threat Club podcast.
Nice bit.
Yeah.
That's the J-Bone.
Where's Adam?
He might be here in a bit.
I'll be here in a bit.
We're live on YouTube.
We are. Hello, YouTube.
Hi YouTube. This is officially the earliest podcast we've ever done.
I know, and we look awful. Look and sound awful. Is that early? Adam's not even here.
It's my iPad says 8:23. That's not right.
It's definitely not
It's
8:23.
9:30 on a Sunday.
So why are we doing this? What madness?
Because we're awesome.
But what else is happening?
We're about to get extreme.
We are.
Yeah.
So, Extreme Rules is coming up tonight.
Tonight.
Technically tomorrow morning because we're in the UK, but
Yeah.
you know, this is again. You know, we have to get up early and then we have to stay up late.
Yeah.
This is what we do. Is
We're
in the
hardcore.
UK. American people appreciate it.
Appreciate us, please. I think we should just for a moment look at this beautiful screen that we have and observe the YouTubers.
Who's watching?
We've got 300 billion people watching. I think that says.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
To the nearest billion,
Yeah.
obviously.
Hey.
On YouTube.
So let's
So
just
predictions.
whip through our predictions for
Whip
this motherfucker. We've only got 6 matches scheduled so far.
There's definitely gonna be a couple more though, isn't there?
I would have thought. I mean, as far as Wikipedia goes this morning, there isn't actually a pre-show match, so I don't know whether one of these is going to be it. I would actually prefer that.
Gold Dust R-Truth? Surely that's pre-show.
Are they actually having a match?
Well, they've been
They
doing
got
promos and stuff, haven't they?
Yeah,
It'd be
but-
weird for them to not have a blow-off match at pay-per-view.
Do you not think
And
they're
just have a random match on Raw next week.
They might be building up to something now. Maybe they're not ready for it yet.
Yeah, but the next pay-per-view is like ages away. We can't have like an epic 2-month build.
Well, they have kind of just built this up in the background, haven't they? It's not like they've been really in the forefront. If they'd been on Raw in the middle of the ring, having a big argument or fighting or something, then
I don't know. It'd be weird if they don't have a match, I think.
it would also be shit if they got stuck on the pre-show. After, like, this is the golden truth ending. It would be shit if they just stuck them on the pre-show, surely.
This is what they do.
Yes, it's true.
This is what they do.
Looking at it though, I would actually prefer, we've got 6 matches, if they stick Rich Swann and Sasha Banks with Noam Dar and Alicia Fox, that nonsense.
Oh, is that a match?
If they stick that on the pre-show,
I thought that was on 205 Live.
no, that's actually Extreme Rules tag match.
Okay.
They stick that on the pre-show, you then got so much time to have 5 excellent matches.
Well, a 2.5-hour show.
Yeah.
Especially, you've got to give the 5-way some time. You've got to give that half an hour.
I would hope more, but anyway, let's go for that one first, because if that's not the pre-show, then that is at least
The opener.
yeah, it's the bottom of the card.
I legit thought this match happened on 205.
I'm sure it has.
Because I read that Sasha was coming on to 205, I was like, alright, okay, they're doing this to boost ratings.
Yeah.
They're going to have a mixed tag match. I don't know what they did on 205, maybe Sasha just showed up and went, yeah, I'm not going to wrestle here.
I don't know what they actually
Wrestling's on
did,
it instead.
but it does seem a bit of a pay-per-view recipe that they used recently. It's like, oh, we had that match last week, so let's do it again!
It's time paying money for it.
So, I don't know, surely you don't have Sasha Banks lose this match. But then again, surely you wouldn't even have her in this match.
Well, we need to pop ratings on 205, don't we? But also they need to give Sasha something to do.
But this is Extreme Rules we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm still going to give us something to do.
So do you have Sasha win this match?
Rich Swann looks like he's about to take a loss, I reckon.
It does. This match doesn't look like it makes any storyline sense for Noam Dar and Alicia Fox to lose.
Yeah.
So.
And they're the hotter acts.
Yeah. So.
There you go, decided.
I'm not
Rich Swann's
expecting.
taking that off.
I'm not expecting all that much from the match though, because if you it's basically Rich Swann versus Noam Dar, which could be alright.
Yeah.
But then as soon as the tag's made, it's Sasha Banks versus a far inferior Alicia Fox.
I don't like that in the match. I know they can't have men on women and this, that, and the other, but it kills the momentum when they can make that tag.
It definitely
you got
can do,
either
yeah.
the two women going at it and then they make the tag and it's right, start now. It just kills the momentum there.
Yeah. I would just.
I'm sure
remove
there's
that.
like. I'm sure you could do something like you've got the 5 seconds once you tag into double T. I'm sure you could at least do that, but they literally just stop it. Stop the match.
Yeah.
You should at least allow that, I think.
I don't think Noam Dar and Alicia Fox are heel enough either to really to kind of push that boundary. And I don't think Noam Dar is the kind of character to just punch Sasha Banks in the face.
No, I don't really like punch her, but you're gonna like hold her up while Alicia Fox doesn't move or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I just hate these kind of matches.
That would still feel
I
pretty
hate
bad.
these kind of matches.
It's just a mixed tag as well. Why this is on Extreme Rules?
There's nothing extreme about this.
Maybe that's the
Unless
extreme
no
thing.
Dar is punches.
That-
That's a bit extreme.
Gonna have
It's probably a bit too extreme, to be honest.
They're gonna go actual mixed tag this time, and they're just gonna batter everyone. So we're saying Dar and Fox to win.
Yeah, totally.
Right. Next match, we shall go for Neville versus Austin Aries. Surely.
Surely he's got to win this time.
I don't want him to. I want Neville to win again. Submission match. This is gonna be a match tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be really cool. Because you know they'll bust out other moves that you've not seen before and try and take each other by surprise.
Especially a submission match.
Oh!
Adam might be ha!
Oh, that's a running that.
Back soon, yo. Right. Do you want to go in?
No. Oh, can I do the noises? How do I do the noises?
We're staying live on YouTube, just to let you know.
How do I,
Lift it and press the button.
do I say something?
Pick up and press the button. So, YouTube, we finally have a third member of our party.
It's right shuffle one, don't we?
Oh yeah. Yo, we are live on YouTube.
Are we on? Wait, tits!
Yeah, good though, aren't they? It's Sunday morning and tired.
This black and white bullshit going on here.
Someone's
I
got a
don't
job.
close the door. Sorry. Just for sound quality. We have a third member. Oh, we're not that far in
It's
either.
complete.
Are you drinking?
Some it's
Concoction.
concoction of
With
things.
extra cock.
Oh, you're completely not on the screen, by the way.
Keep it like that.
Keep it like that.
He's completely
He's got these
disappeared.
arms.
You may have to move around slightly. Right. And back. And that's Jay.
That's Adam, he's just done a run.
He's here.
Yeah. Tim, you're here as well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There was no need to hit us with those chairs.
Have you not done it? Have you done anything of it yet? I thought it was going to be like a really good moment where it's like you're in mid flow and then all of a sudden glass smashes.
That's pretty much what it was.
Can you edit that sound in?
Well, it's some glass smashing.
I just want to pose that question then. The glass smash is the best one. Who's got the best running at the moment? When that music hits, you think, oh yes. I was thinking about this on the way in. Because there isn't a glass smash anymore, it's not as good, so who's the best one now?
I think for different reasons. I don't think you'll like it, but for the impact, I reckon Brock Lesnar's a pretty big
I
one.
like that was one of mine.
That initial sound at the start.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it is a little bit like, okay, the world's melting. Like, holy shit.
And then once that sound finishes, it then lets the crowd block. Oh, Jesus.
Oh god. I've literally got up 10 minutes ago.
Apparently it lets the crowd prop though, so that's good, that's fine. Jesus.
I like the Brock Lesnar one. Because you know it's Brock as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Shit's going down.
Anyone else? I still can't get over Seth Rollins running.
Is it good?
When you
Music's
cut that
still
initial
good.
little bit out, and it just cut to the main meat of it. Yeah.
What about when it's
Just
when
running like
when
mentalist.
it's like been a real good match and then you just hear dun dun.
That's always a highlight. So yeah, we didn't get too far.
Alright,
We talked about the pre-show, so
What's
we
on the
didn't
Well,
miss
pre-show?
it's not necessarily pre-show. Like,
it. We're assuming it's the cruiserweights.
There's only 6 matches announced, I think. I was
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah, so we were saying that looking at the 6, if there's going to be a pre-show match, then it will be the Rich Swann / Fox Amanda Alicia Fox match. But officially, there's nothing announced for the pre-show
So you
yet.
think it's that one?
If anything, I really don't want to see the cruiserweights end up there.
I don't think they will because they were on the Mania one. Were they in the Mania one?
The-
Were they Mania pre-show?
Oh, we're talking
Yeah.
cruiserweights as in Rich Swann and
You're doing that?
Yeah.
You don't think it'll be Neville and... No, it won't be, will it?
no. We were literally just talking about that as you came in.
Don't you think it's tight? I know on Sasha Banks, I know we'll get to that. What has Sasha Banks done to deserve hanging out with Rich Swann?
It's just ratings, I think. Jay was in for 205.
I thought you were going to say something else then. When you said ratings, I was like, no, surely not.
I just think she's got to do something.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand why she's on that. Because
There's nothing else for her to do.
no, but when she came out in those leather pants, those leather shorts, and danced around the ring, I fell in love with her all over again. To be honest with you.
There you go then.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why she's there.
Oh, there you go. I think she's going to win as well.
I
Young predictions or
said that it doesn't make any sense for Sasha Banks to lose a match like this, but Noam Dar and Alicia Fox are the sensible storyline victors.
you reckon?
I just don't see any point in those two
There's no
losing.
point anyway, really.
No,
in my head.
that's why it needs to be on the pre-show.
Yeah, I guess.
And it needs to be 4 minutes long.
4 minutes of Sasha Banks dancing.
Yeah,
I
and
will watch that pre-show.
And then she kicks Noam Dar in the face, and Rich Swann gets the pin.
I'm happy. I don't really like Rich Swann.
No, me neither.
Bad.
So we say Noam Dar is winning here.
I'm not. I think Sasha Banks is going to win.
Okay, well, that's opposite. So we only just got on to Neville and Austin.
Okay.
It's a submission match.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like this is possibly the match of the
Okay.
night, because the last 2 matches they've had have been fucking amazing.
Yeah, they are good.
And then you add submission, the submission element to this, and they're both. It's a cruiserweight mat wrestling match.
It's quite
Perfect.
interesting, really. They could
Yeah.
do quite a few things of a match with a story, with a submission.
They'll be busting out moves you've not seen before.
Yeah, true.
That'll be fun. I reckon I want this to happen, but I also reckon it's quite plausible. Neville just passes out. He doesn't give up. He just passes out from the last chancery.
And loses
And
the title.
Loses the title.
I'd be okay with that.
He saves face. He can bitch and moan and get his rematch. And
Does he
this
become face though if he doesn't tap out? It's a bit facey, isn't it?
He was
A little
looking
bit.
very, very strong. I think because he's got a bit of a bad attitude, it does seem like it would make sense for him to be it hurts too much and tap out. Because that does make him weak for me. I don't
It's a
know.
tricky one, I think, because
You can still tap. It's still part of wrestling. You can still tap and not look weak. If the hold is brutal
Yeah.
enough, if the match is long enough
Yeah.
and told well.
I think he can, and the fact that was it the last one where he cheated to keep it. He did. What did he do? He pulled the ref on top, didn't he, or something? He pulled the ref. He was in the submission, I think. And he pulled the ref. in,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he kind so that was like a Weasley get out. So this time, I think Austin Aries should win really, because how many times has he fought now? He's like
This is
third.
third, isn't it?
He's kind of got to win soon, otherwise Unless TJP does something.
Let's hope he doesn't, right?
I would. It's hard. I don't want Neville to lose it, and it seems too obvious for Aries to just win it now. So, I'd almost want like something shifty at the end where they've got each other in a hold, and they both tap out, or they both pass out.
So he keeps it.
Yeah, but not by winning.
Okay.
Like it's something a bit. And then I know that you kind of drag it a bit.
Again, though, isn't it? That's another.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's almost like Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, isn't it? Really? Goldberg has so many victories over Lesnar.
I'd literally just forgotten that sort of affair had happened.
And he brings it right back.
Right back.
That's when you think you're out.
So bad though, wasn't it?
Right, alright, let's move on to the next match then.
Well, we're having Neville or Austin first.
I'm going to say that. Aries.
I'm saying Aries.
I'm going to say Neville just because that's what I want. The next match, and Wikipedia have done me a favour here by being very, very crystal clear. It's the Hardy Boys, and in brackets, Jeff and Matt Hardy.
Handy.
Because we didn't know.
Is it not Greg Hardy?
No, he's apparently injured.
Oh.
Tom Hardy?
He will probably make an appearance at some point.
this and just started being gay.
No,
Right.
partners.
You suggest that to Vince, you watch him light up.
Tom Hardy.
Would you not want to see Broken Matt Hardy and Bane though, talking to it, having a conversation?
So, those guys, as the Raw Tag Team Champions versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Brackets. Shazar and Zayn.
Yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus.
So this is the Jeff jumps off the steel cage match. That's pretty much all it's there for, right?
Yeah, or Matt is an idiot and does a moonsault off it.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And it gives Cesaro and Sheamus a chance to throw them into the cage and be all rough and ready and brutal and smash them about a bit. I hope they don't actually injure him again though. Because Jeff's a good looking guy, he does not need to lose more teeth or an eye or something. You need to be a bit careful, I think, this time. But they won't be, it'll be worse.
Well, there's a lot of talk of Jeff, like his singles future. There are so many ways I could paint this to make it really, really awesome. Because Matt being stuck and trapped in a cage as the reason for him breaking again is the only justification I can put to this that is interesting for the cage match.
Could they handcuff Matt to the cage, or handcuff Jeff out of the cage, or do something where like that, where Matt's left on his own and he just gets absolutely broken,
but loses his mind as well. And I don't know if they'd actually. I don't know if he has to lose for that to happen, because he could snap, and then just.
I think he's got to lose.
That would bury Sheamus and Cesaro.
I think he's got to lose. They could do it where he gets beaten, Matt gets beaten up and breaks or whatever, but they could do if he's forced to watch Jeff get decimated.
Yeah.
That might be quite good.
Which match was that? There's one it's a historic match where there was a tag match. I think it was possibly with the Dudleys. Was this one at Survivor Series 2001? Maybe.
I feel like you're having a conversation on your own.
Well, chip in some if you
don't know what you're talking about. What do you think, Tim? I don't know, Tim.
I think in 2001 they were unifying the WCW and the WWF belts, and it was obviously you have to escape over the top. And Matt went out like by himself. Jeff got to the top, had a chance to win it, therefore, and jumped off and went to the table.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So something similar like that could happen, but the other way around, and Matt could get left in there.
Maybe.
I do think so. We think the Hardy's gonna lose.
And for me, it's the same as the previous match. It's just.
For me, it makes sense for them to lose because how many times have this lot fought each other now? And
That's what I mean. It's the same as never.
It's over and over again. And like you said, then I think if Cesaro and Sheamus lose. What are you doing with them again? There's no point. You've got to give them the belts now, because otherwise, what's the point? You've got new jackets.
Yeah, if you make it like you said, if you make it really, really rough, and you introduce a storyline with breaking Matt, and you maybe separate Jeff and Matt, because they've got the storyline as singles competitors.
What about, like, you could either do it where one of them gets battered and the other one's like left sort of thing, or what about that where Jeff could get out to win the match and keep the titles, but instead of that he jumps back in off the cage, ends up losing the titles, and then he can, like, Matt can blame him for not coming out, or I don't know. You could do something.
I hope they do something. That's the thing. If it's just a straight up cage match, Hardy's win, that'd be very, very disappointing.
Yeah, that would be a missed opportunity, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah. There's a couple ways you can go with this, and just probably pick one.
I'll say Sheamus.
What were you saying?
I'll say Sheamus and Cesaro will win. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay, I will as well then. It's not what I want, but...
So that's the first one we're all the same on. So we've got some difference going on, don't worry, Tim.
Yeah. Next match, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley in a kendo stick on a pole match for the Women's Championship.
Right, okay. Everybody else has already said. I text you two to the group before I'd even seen everyone else thought this was the worst segment ever, saying I've just had to fast forward this Bayley Alexa Bliss segment because it was fucking atrocious. I did, so. What did you think? You didn't think it was that bad? You're off your head! I can't believe this!
Like, it wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination, but everyone's kicking, it's the worst thing ever. It's the worst segment, it was embarrassing. It wasn't that bad.
What was so bad about it, you think?
I was just watching it, like, I knew it was going to be bad straight away. You could tell this is shaping up to be, this isn't going to be funny or interesting or whatever. And as I started watching it, and I was slowly just going into, like, the fetal position while I was watching it, because I was just like, oh my god, I couldn't look away, but it was awful. And in the end, she started speaking to Bayley's old teacher, Mrs. Flapper.
Sorry, I heard that.
Yeah. And I thought, I cannot do this. And I fast forwarded through it. And then, so there was that, who else was her best friend? It was all about Bayley's dad turning up to things. That was the joke.
Yeah, the jokes were, like,
beyond not funny.
Were just weak.
They were shocking. And Alexa Bliss's face while she was doing it, and I like Alexa Bliss, I think we'll all agree she's good at everything at the moment. You could tell she was just thinking, it was awful.
She's completely been scripted.
It was completely scripted, and you could tell she wasn't buying it herself.
She did her best with it.
She did?
She did her absolute best with it. I think anybody else in that situation would have crumbled.
But I felt so bad. It was like I felt so bad for it. It's like when you watch, like if you're watching like a kid on a talent show, and you know they're shit. They are. They're shit. They've done it at home, and the mum's gone, yeah, that's so good. And then they've gone to the talent show to do it, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This is awful, but because you're 6, we'll let it go. This was
just this one.
Yeah, but this was on national TV in front of 15,000 people, and I just thought, oh god, this is horrendous. Who's done this to her?
I really hope that Alexa Bliss sensed that it was going to be bad beforehand, said something, and they said, just go with it. Because then at least this proves her right, and they'll trust her to just go with it in the future and kind of have a bit more of her own say and a bit more control.
Do you reckon she did that though?
Probably not, because I
still
actually,
pretty new, isn't she?
I
don't think she'd say that.
She'd probably text the mates and gone, oh fucking hell,
yeah.
I mean, I still don't think she's quite there yet anyway. Because
she's not 100%, but she's as close as any of them.
Well, I'm just undecided because I'm not as enthusiastic about the kind of whiny schoolgirl gimmick that she's got, that I think you two are both really into. I'm just not sure if it's intentional.
I really I think she's just being heelish, but
but it's so generic
version of
heel that it's...
They all are at the minute though.
Well, yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, that's the problem.
That's my issue with it.
Yeah. It was just bad. I can't think of a word. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing ever, because that's just so people watch the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing I've seen since we've started doing this podcast.
Oh, worse than the old day?
Yeah.
Oh.
The old day was good.
Old day
No,
was.
I like the old days.
I still think the old day was bad, but I could see like what they tried to do with that, and for me, it didn't work. Like the idea of it, when someone said the idea, what they were gonna do, okay, yeah, they could maybe do something with that, and they just messed it up. I think whoever said this and then completely scripted the whole thing. No,
They're out of a job.
it was so bad. Well, it was Vince probably. So
Well, if there's one positive you can take from it is that.
I took one positive. Go on.
Well, I was gonna say at least the intention was right. That they're giving them, as much as it fell on its face, they're giving them something to do in the ring. It's like some kind of promo that's completely different. It's almost a "This Is Your Life" kind of thing.
That's the one thing I took from it. Having watched This Is Your Life with Bailey and hating it, I went and cheered myself up by watching The Rock
This Is Your
and
Life.
Mick Foley's This
Yeah.
Is Your Life Rock's birthday one. It's so good. Watch it again. If you've seen it, watch it again. If you've not seen it, watch it. It's so good. It's so good. Ah.
But it showed respect to the Women's Championship that they would do that.
What do you think about the fact that they keeps doing the same Bailey routine with like, so when Charlotte was there it was like, oh, Bailey's a bit of a kid and she really likes wrestling.
They're booking her pretty awful.
And now it's the same. Bailey's like,
Completely.
dad took her to wrestling. Every single person in that arena, probably their dad took them to wrestling,
Yeah.
or is currently taking them to wrestling.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Bailey used to be a wrestling fan. We're all wrestling fans, dickhead! Oh, I hate it.
They're booking her so badly that I start to not like Bailey anymore.
Yes, same.
I really like.
I don't
I was
care
actually
now.
glad. I was actually glad she got beat up with a stick.
Yeah, don't care, do you?
No.
It's bad because when on NXT I loved her. That's the reason I got into. Part of the reason I got into watching NXT a bit more was because of the Banks Bailey ones, and then Banks left. But I loved all the Bailey Asuka matches and the Bailey Nia Jax matches. She was brilliant. I was there when it was bye Bailey at NXT. Loved it. I was part of that. It was brilliant. Now I don't give a shit. How have they done it? How have they messed it up so bad? I know you hated her from the beginning, man.
No, I didn't hate her. I just didn't see that gimmick working on the main card. It's not.
But it's not the same gimmick.
But it's not. But it's just
a lot better on NXT.
It's just like it's the upper card version of it though.
Yeah, okay.
Where she's still that same person, and now you realise, it's actually fuck all we can do with this storyline wise.
But they never made her. Well, they started off making her like a groupie sort of fan in the very early days, but then they just turned her into the underdog kind of person, and that was good. That was fine. She was like Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and her promos were good as well because she was determined.
Yeah, it was
She's
more
like,
determined.
Yeah, she's like, I know I'm not as big as this person, but I'm just gonna try in a fight and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't give up in matches either. She'd keep going, and she'd like when she lost to. I can't remember. She passed out to Asuka, didn't she?
Yeah, she passed out.
And she somehow beat Sasha Banks with a dodgy wrist or whatever, a broken arm or something like that.
Like how she beat Nia Jax as well. She just choked
choked
the
her.
fucking
She
life out of
just
her.
clung on, didn't she? She was getting
dear life.
Yeah, and it was all that kind of thing. And so you thought, okay, she's kid friendly and all that kind of stuff and everything. But if you push her, she just won't give up. She'll try her best and she'll go, and you couldn't help but get behind her. And now it's like, what have you done? You've completely messed it up.
Especially in this feud, you can't. Yeah, fair enough. You can't always just say, "Oh, we should." Alexa Bliss is small. You can't always do that. But trying to make Bailey look weak and childish when she's the bigger person in the match is weird as well. It's almost like trying to bully the Big Show. I mean, fair enough. He'll cry because he's a trooper and he's a genius and he's great. He's the best ever in the world ever. But yeah, yeah, you can't do it this way around. There's too much that doesn't work. Who's gonna get a kendo stick to the face is what I want to know.
Bailey.
No one's getting to the face.
That'd be so funny though.
Yeah, Bailey by accident, because Let's Play still is a little bit new, which you might just get a bit too excited. If it was Dana Brooke, everyone.
Where is Dana Brooke?
She's not been around for ages.
No.
Has she?
Where's Emma? Dunno.
She's not been around for ages.
Alicia Fox
Well,
popped
literally
up,
forgot
took
about
over, and everyone else has just been. Where's Nia Jax?
Yeah, she's not even by Alexa Bliss's side, has she? Because I thought that's the way they were going.
Did you see Nia Jax's tweet this week about she was like, it was after the Money in the Bank women's match got signed for SmackDown, and she put, nice to see they're using all of their roster on SmackDown Live. little bit of a dig.
Wow.
Do you reckon she's coming out, Nia Jax, to help Alexa Bliss out?
Probably, because that's the story they've built, haven't they?
Well, they did a month ago, and then
and then
we've
we've
not seen it
since.
Because I remember, I think on the podcast we saw that and we're like, oh yeah, that'd be quite good. Yeah, like it's a bodyguard kind of thing. Oh, that'd be. You like that?
I don't want her to do a run in. If she's gonna be there, I want her to come down at the entrance at the start of the match.
I want to teleport.
You know what I'd actually think would be cool as well? If she's going to be a bodyguard, don't do the obvious thing and have Nia Jax behind her. Have Nia Jax in front of her, coming down the ramp.
Yeah, you do that and Alexa Bliss just looking around the side going, yeah!
Yeah.
You want a piece of me?
Yeah, like you have enough of a distance for the first half of the ramp so that you can get the camera shot of Bliss, like mainly, but then you get her to walk up closer and...
I think you do it from the start. You just play Nia Jax's music, and everyone, oh, what's going on here? And then Alexa Bliss just walks around the side like that. Alexa Bliss could do a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Behind Nia Jax.
Yeah.
In the future, yeah, do that.
Again, that's why I was looking forward to that, because that first little segment that they had, where Nia Jax decided she was going to be a bodyguard, was you can tell they're the best friends in real life, aren't they? So they were just bouncing off each other, and I don't understand why they're not doing that.
Yeah, it was when she was crowning herself, wasn't she? And she was like ripping everybody, you're this, you're that, and then she was, me and you whip her. You're
Yeah.
It was good, and then they didn't do it again.
I did a bit. Fucking this is your life. Right.
Who's going to win this match?
Is this match a pinfall? It's kendo stick on a pole, so...
It means
you can use it. Whoever gets it gets
to
swat them in the face with it.
So it is a pinfall?
Yeah.
Or submission, or...
Alexa Bliss is winning this. There's no way they're putting the belt on Bailey after booking her this week.
This is one of these annoying kayfabe confusion matches where it's a no DQ. So I'm gonna bring my own kendo stick. Fuck you.
No, it is a DQ. No, it's only the kendo stick is only.
It's a kendo stick on a pole.
Right, so the kendo stick is legal when someone brings it down.
Only that stick, no other weapons.
Just that one stick.
No count outs.
I suppose there's count outs.
Just a kendo stick on a pole, so I don't.
Well, if there's no count outs, then you can use the tables. So I'm just going to use that.
Well, in the traditional, in the classic Judy Bagwell on a pole match, she only was legal when she retrieved her.
Okay.
And then twatted someone across the face with her. Know your rules, Tim. God.
Who's going to win?
Bliss.
I can see Bailey winning. I can see him doing it. I don't want them to.
If Bailey wins, I'm hitting myself in the face with a kendo stick.
There you go. I hope Bliss wins through Nia Jax bodyguard interference, but I think Bailey will win.
I'll do it on YouTube as well. I'll smack myself right in the face.
Are you saying Bliss then?
Yeah.
Are you saying that? Because I think this is a nice stipulation that we've got here.
It's extreme rules. I'm putting extreme.
You're going extreme. Okay, there you go.
So you will actually smack yourself in the face on YouTube if Bailey wins.
Yeah, with a
Can we not all just smack him in the face? With what can we smack him in the face with?
This table.
Something doable. Nothing in here. We could get like a really big fish and just slap him in the face. Yeah, and just slap. Can we do that if Bailey wins?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No.
Sorry everyone.
Try.
Right, so before we move on, because you mentioned some people have been on Twitter.
Yeah,
We've had some attention this week on the Twitter.
we have.
Mojo likes us. Mojo's our number one fan. Say things, Jay. You just sat there
Processing
staring.
it.
I'm processing
Do
it.
you even remember this? Or?
Yeah, I do remember this now. Does this make us hype bros?
Hopefully not. Cause
No, I won't be a hype
I'd be a hype bro.
I don't mind getting hyped.
I could do with you.
I don't know if
to be honest.
I don't know if I can stay hyped. I could get hyped. Don't know if I can stay hyped though.
Right, you got pills for that.
So what happened was, Kurt Hawkins, is that what he's called? Forgot what his name was a little bit.
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins put on about, what was that, because he's pals with Zack Ryder, and he said, oh, Zack's coming back soon, and he posed a bit of a poll on Twitter, which we sometimes do ourselves. He said, who would you like to see Zack partner when he gets back? Himself, face the facts, Kurt Hawkins, or the hype bro, Mojo Rawley?
This was a long time ago that you replied to this message, I think. Feels like ages.
Like, no, it was like 2 days ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'm sure like you must have sent
We're recording this
similar
on
message.
Sunday before Extreme Rules. I think I sent this on Friday morning.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So what did you send on Friday morning?
So to that question, I declined to pick one of the two options and instead put neither, give the poor bastard a break. And Mojo Rawley seemed to agree with this. And he was liking that, yeah. He agreed. There you go.
I'm making friends on Twitter for once instead of enemies.
Exactly, that's what I thought. But then I almost went back again and thought,
No, quit while you're ahead.
yes,
Quit while you're
Mojo,
ahead.
don't you think Kurt's just a bit of an arse? I was going to just go back again, but I didn't go back. I was happy with the love from Mojo.
Yeah. So if you want to follow our antics on Twitter,
Oh, yeah.
at 3 Fret Club.
Nice.
Always entertaining.
It is.
You don't know what's going to happen sometimes.
I imagine, seeing as though there's a pay-per-view going on, we'll try and cause some...
No, the thing is, you don't even always try and cause it sometimes. Sometimes it just comes to you.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere.
And at some point, if we give Jay the password again, you might get some Netflix reviews.
This is it. He'll tell you what's good on Netflix. Maybe we keep saying we'll do a different podcast like in a wrestling one. Could we just do like a Netflix edition where we just talk about our favourite Netflix shows?
Yeah, because I love those Netflix shows.
I've got a couple of good ones, new ones.
And I've got and yeah, exactly. I know we would have all seen ones that we haven't seen as well.
In a special Netflix edition.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Okay. Next match as well. This is an interesting one for an Extreme Rules because it's just a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Doesn't sound very extreme.
This is why I like this.
But if
I think it's very
Ambrose is
clever.
disqualified, he'll lose the title.
No championship advantage.
No. So, but how does this get violent?
This is why I think this is really clever. This is, and it's a mismatch as well. Like the fact that on the most extreme event of the year, when Miz is finally going to get his comeuppance, he's finally just going to get swatted by the lunatic.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't do that. So I think it's really clever as variation on the show.
Yeah.
No, it is actually. It is. There's a lot of ways this match can go. I think we could, and we probably will. We'll fantasy book 3 scenarios.
This is it. Because straight away you think, okay, the Miz will do something to get Dean disqualified, and he'll win. That's one of the options that things might happen.
Yeah.
Maurice could
It's
just
not.
Miz.
That's what they could just walk out. The bell could ring.
that'd be
Maurice
so
could slap Miz
good.
in the face, and I think this could happen.
That'd
Slaps
be
him in
really
the
good.
face. DQ over. They could do that,
I love it.
and I think they will do that. But
then Dean will stop the ref.
But there'll be something to either continue the match or something will go on. I don't know what.
Maybe Maurice gets a little bit too into it, kicks Miz in the balls, And the ref refuses to DQ him, and then Ambrose just pins him because he's just out.
Yeah, that'd be good if he planned that and it backfires.
Or I can see her getting ready to slap him in the face, and then she gets thrown out just before. Like Dean's like, "Oh no, well she's gonna slap him in the face, and that'll be it." And the ref goes, "Oh yeah, good thinking." And she gets kicked out of ringside or something like that. They'll have to do something because the Miz, like you said before about Waz putting through the table. Then if you can do that, the Miz is the kind of character who would do the obvious thing. Well, I'll just do this then and win. So I reckon he'll try something and then he'll have to stop it.
I reckon first though, they'll probably. I mean, if we're just thinking how WWE is going to book this, they'll probably just have a bit of a normal match to start off with, and then Ambrose will be occasionally tempted, and then he'll get a weapon and be like so fired up and furious, like, oh god, but I can't use it, and then
there'll be a lot of that. I reckon there'll be the other thing first. They'll do it that way, but then I reckon it'll be Dean picking up all sorts and
So how does it finish? It's very, very difficult to
I can't decide who's going to win this.
The belt could go either way at this point, which is great.
I can't think. I don't know who's going to win or how.
I think the Miz is going to win via disqualification.
How?
They're going to try all that obvious stuff at the start and just get it out of the way because that's what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do this? Just makes sense. And they're going to go have their match. And I don't know, maybe it'd be Dean's fault a little bit. He gets, I don't know, they lure him into a little trap and he gets caught red-handed.
Okay.
Like what?
Like a bit of the old Eddie Guerrero kind of thing where.
Yeah, maybe. Like, you know, he's got the smoking gun in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. You know,
Or the
Miz
chair or whatever
Miz throws
it is.
slime, lies on the floor.
The title belt.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
You see, there's so many possibilities for cool comedy moments here, where you see he's gonna go for that, Ambrose just ducks, and the belt flies over and lands outside the ring, and then he's just on the ground, right? And then Ambrose just goes to the pin.
Both of these two could do something. It could be a really good match.
This is going to be match of the night.
It could be
match of the night.
Match of the night, predicting it.
It could be very entertaining.
I think it will be. I got faith in these two to put on something pretty good. It's on them not to let us down now. Really.
Still think Miz is winning now.
You think Miz is winning?
What do you reckon?
This is the one where I really can't decide. I will say though.
Gun to the head. Gun to the head.
No.
Pick. 3, 2.
Miz.
Ah, there we go.
I'll say Miz. Cause I like your little like the smoking gun sort of idea. I like that. I can see something.
I'm gonna say Ambrose, but for the satisfaction of the crowd who want to go extreme, I reckon all that shifty stuff will happen. But eventually, Ambrose will just get the dirty deeds and get the pin, and then start using weapons. I don't know whether he puts him through a table or smacks him in the chair. All that stuff kendo sticks. He does that after the match. Yeah, and you know, like, maybe picks up Maurice and uses her as a weapon.
Oh,
So yeah, we're at the main event already. We've got possibly a 3-hour show. We've only got 6 matches.
do you think there's going to be any more matches?
Surely it has to be. Well, I've
I said before, I'd be surprised if Goldust and R-Truth don't have.
Oh yeah, probably.
Do you think they're at the point of having a match?
Side point on that. Did you see the pro? I think it was this week's on Raw when they were both sat in a chair and
Yeah.
they were both. So Goldust did his usual thing, and then R-Truth did his kind of
Pulp Fiction thing.
when he was doing the Pulp Fiction kind of thing. I was thinking like, if he became this Pulp Fiction character,
This Jules
just
Winfield.
Jules Winfield kind of character, and just did Samuel L. Jackson from any Samuel L. Jackson film, and just started doing it. We can't MF as much as you'd like, obviously, but if he was just like this, I don't know, cold hard gangster for hire kind of thing, I was like, I like that. That would be good. No one else agrees with me.
No, I do. I
If it weren't for the fact that R-Truth is 50 years old.
But that's why I think he's like this grizzled old.
yeah, he's a veteran.
Yeah.
He's still
He's
good
got
in the
it,
ring
yeah.
as well.
I think he should do something like that, where he's just this world-weary kind of gangster who's like, yeah, and he does all, not full-on Bible verse and all that, but yeah,
Just Samuel's it
bit
up.
Samuel, yeah. Come on, do it. I'd like that. That'd be really good. I'd be back on for our trip. He could have a. He could win the title if he did that. Anyone can win the title.
Do you think Tarantino would let WWE films do like a Pulp Fiction sequel?
Why not? And then there's
Cast R-Truth
yeah.
as Samuel L.
Yes, and then there's a crossover with the Fashion Police on SmackDown where they
Yeah.
just bump into each other. You could do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I think you could have a match. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Titus Brand?
Oh yeah, they're feuding with. Are they feuding with Kalisto?
Yeah.
2-on-1 match against Kalisto.
Probably, yeah. What do you think about that? Because there's some other podcasts that think the Titus Brand work with Apollo Crews and Kalisto is great and very entertaining.
I don't know what to say to that.
No, it's not. It's
not.
not great. It's not entertaining
It's
at
not.
all.
There's nothing funny about any of it, or entertaining, or room for a good match, or anything.
Let's not forget getting involved. Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil and Kalisto.
So,
You know, some of those parts are still showing.
yeah, well, yes, good.
So,
Are we going
main
to the
event
main
time?
event?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe in a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match to determine the #1 contender for the Universal Championship.
So, do we know if this is actual, like, just one pinfall? First pinfall wins? Or is it... Because sometimes they do this. They say, oh, it's a fatal 4-way, but then it becomes an elimination.
I've not heard that it's an elimination. As far as I know, it's just whoever wins.
It's important to keep everybody strong here, so I think one pinfall is the way to go.
Mm.
Plus, you're right. If it's a fatal 5-way,
It
it's
should be
one pinfall.
Yeah.
Book it as elimination if you want an elimination match, but we get enough elimination matches in, you know, the Elimination Chamber and technically the Rumble, Survivor Series. This is different, and this is plus it kind of works having an odd number in there because you get two fighting over there, two fighting over there, and then one can just pick someone off and have a bit of advantage.
Yeah.
This should be a good match.
I'm a bit worried about it.
Why?
I just feel like it could be a good match.
It has a
It
lot of
could,
potential.
but I'm worried that it could also be a little bit of a mess.
Maybe at the start.
Mate,
I reckon they'll put together a good finish.
hopefully.
Everyone gets their moves in.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first 10 minutes could be a bit of...
I'm not bothered, you know. And I know that wrestlers themselves want this, and it's a money thing because the crowd want to see all the big moves and stuff, but I'm not bothered about seeing everybody's finisher in a match like this. Just go and have a fight and put on a good wrestling match, because if there's only going to be one person winning at the end, it's like a match you have on 2K17 where you've got so many people in there that it's just not possible to get pinned ever. So you're gonna get, well, law of averages and ratios, you're gonna get 500 Superman punches, you're gonna get 16 pedigrees from Rollins, and so on and so on.
I'm gonna do the pedigree.
Well, that kind of thing though. It's raining a lot.
Put shorts on today because they're outside. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like you said. That's a good point now about the 2K sort of thing. How do you actually win this match? Because there's too many people knocking about. Really,
Same with a ladder match.
It's like, and yeah, I like the fact that it's an odd number as well. But if it's a number like if there was 4 of them, then the other 2 might be indisposed, and then one pins the other. But there's going to be somebody else. So you've got to somehow, whoever wins has got to pin somebody, obviously, but also somehow have hoped that the other 3 people are all incapacitated at the same time. I'm just a bit worried that it's going to be a bit of a mess, or maybe, and I don't know, maybe there'll be a lot of crowd brawling. I don't know if it'll go backstage, I don't know.
Well, while there won't be an elimination by pinfall or submission, weapons are legal, so you could eliminate people that way.
You can.
You could almost eliminate a couple of people, or at least incapacitate them towards the end of the match to the point where you know they're not coming back.
Yeah.
Then you've got a triple threat, and then you've got that where just one person gets put down and...
Yeah.
So who's getting put down? Who's taking the pin?
Well, that's the tough one. It's who do you think's going to win first? I think that's probably the big thing.
Okay.
Because I think that's
Two
probably
separate predictions
that
though.
makes
Who's
the
winning?
difference.
Who's taking the
Okay,
pin?
I'm going to go a little bit out there with who I think is going to win this.
So you don't think it's going to be obvious?
No, I'm doing it just to be a bit different, and
Yeah.
also because I'd quite like it to see something different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt to win. I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt to win for reasons of I don't want it to be the obvious two, which I won't say just in case you do the same. But I've quite liked I like the idea of his I'm the only one who can beat Brock Lesnar because I'm magical and all that. I can actually see them building something where he can.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea at the moment of the others going up against him, and because I don't think they can beat him. At least I don't think physically I don't think Bray can beat him either, but he could do some mentally stuff, he could be magic, he can teleport, he can make maggots appear, he can do magical things, and I think that's it might seem a bit flimsy or whatever, but I think that he could do something.
Yeah.
With the others, I'm not buying it. So I am hoping and thinking Bray Wyatt's going to win.
Who does he
Bray's the boss.
Who does he pin? I've got to say both at the same time. I think Bray pins one of the two obvious ones.
So Reigns or Balor?
No. No, I think he pins
Who are the obvious two then?
Seth or Finn.
Okay, Seth or Finn. Okay.
He'll pin one of them two. I'll say he pins Finn Balor to win.
Okay. It would make sense. Like if it's gonna go, if it's Bray, then it would make sense.
I don't want Finn to lose. I love Finn Balor.
Yeah. Jay.
I think Finn's gonna win.
Oh, that's the exact opposite of what I've said. Drama.
I think they've telegraphed this a bit with the.
That's what I mean. I don't know where you're getting the idea of there being two obvious ones, because Finn Balor is the obvious
Finn
one.
Balor's the obvious one. I think Seth's the other. Just because for facing Brock Lesnar, I think he's one of the obvious ones to fight. Because Reigns already has and Samoa Joe, there'd be no point in Samoa Joe versus.
I do think they'll all get a go at him at some point over the next year.
I was gonna say this.
Till Mania.
It depends how many matches Lesnar's gonna have before Mania, because this match, whoever Lesnar faces, he's not gonna lose. I don't think.
No.
Because he's probably gonna try to keep the belt until Mania when he'll face Reigns. So Reigns isn't gonna win this match. So really, what you're looking at now is if you can get a match with each of these before Mania, that'll be 4 matches.
Plus he's got Braun.
Maybe.
I think that's been put right back. I think.
Yeah. Well.
While he's injured for however long, yeah, I think for now that's.
Yeah.
That's
So
out the window.
that, I mean, it could even at some point become a triple threat where everyone gets thrown in. But either way, he's got 3 or 4 matches maybe. The point is, this first match, you're basically picking the first person to lose to Lesnar.
I just had a thought.
Do it.
What if one person doesn't win this match?
What if Lesnar does an Asuka and comes out and fucks it up?
No, what if somebody does a reverse Asuka and 2 people pin one person, thus both becoming #1 contenders, thus
I really don't
triple
want that.
threat match at the great big balls of fire pay-per-view. I thought it just popped into my head then, because you were thinking about if everybody faces him, you could get everybody facing him a lot quicker if you have a triple threat match.
Yeah.
I can see WWE doing something that annoys everyone like that at the end. So when you've really enjoyed a pay-per-view, you finish with that for fuck's sake moment.
They do love to annoy us, don't they?
But so you're saying Finn to win?
Finn to win.
Who's he pinning?
Reigns. I think it makes sense. He pins Reigns. Because Bray's probably fucked with Reigns. Reigns isn't winning this, we know this. So he's got to then go feud with someone else. So it could be Strowman doing a little run out, you don't know. But Reigns will get screwed over and Finn Balor will take advantage of it. So I see it going.
Okay. Two very different opinions so far. Tim?
I really want to say something different because I was just going to say, because Finn seems the obvious one because he's had the promo with Heyman and Reigns and Wyatt have got something going on and Rollins and Samoa Joe have got something going on. Is it just going to be that obvious?
Could be. With the Heyman thing, I think I'm hoping it's not that thing, is that I'm hoping they're kind of swerving us a little bit and they're doing that now, so we think, oh right, well he's the obvious choice, can win. But this is just a bit of a build-up kind of thing, and yeah, they'll come back to this maybe a little bit later on. SummerSlam. I don't know.
So, if we don't go for Balor...
You can go for Balor.
Well,
no one's going to think any less of you.
No, but it's interesting to imagine other things. A Balor Finn Seth. Finn Seth? Fuck's sake.
Balor Finn Seth.
It's early. Balor pins Rollins, I reckon. Because they're the two... They're the two top ones, like you said, they're the most likely winners, so it makes sense for those two to be the main event of the main event.
Okay. What if Balor pins Seth, so he faces Brock at Balls of Fire. Balor beats Brock at Balls of Fire.
Wow.
I'm just thinking out loud. And then at SummerSlam, it's Balor versus Seth. A year from the day that he had the Universal title match and got injured and all that kind of stuff. What if he did that? What if he's planning something like that?
When does Lesnar get his rematch?
Whenever he wants.
Because it's SummerSlam, isn't it? It's a huge one.
It is.
So
What if he loses to, I don't know, somehow he gets screwed out of something by Braun, who comes back at Balls. It's just called Balls now. And he has a match with Braun at SummerSlam. I don't know.
Summer Balls.
Summer Balls, yeah. I don't know. I could see him doing Finn versus Seth too at SummerSlam for the title again.
Does anybody see Lesnar losing?
No.
The very first match, the very first defence.
No.
Surely not.
But I think Adam's making a good point. Like there's a good lot of
Thanks, mate.
possibilities here. And this little 6 or 7, these 5, Brock and Strowman,
Okay.
can keep us going till next year.
He can, as long
Mix them all
as
between them.
we don't get each week those 6 or 7 people who will probably there, but they just fight each other on a loop, and it's just the same match.
Of course, that's what's going to happen.
But
That's what Raw does.
it's crap, innit? Raw is so bad. I can't get my head around how bad it actually is at the moment. I really enjoyed SmackDown though. So that's Extreme Rules. We've done it.
We've done it. We've predicted it.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good show.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to it too. I can't watch it live. I'm going to watch it Monday night, I think.
I can't watch it live because it's on at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, we already got up at 8 today.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Watching it live.
And then Wednesday review.
We'll do a review on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm free.
He's booked
Yeah.
it. You're free, are you?
Just check your calendar again, will ya?
I am free. Yeah, Wednesday, so we'll be back. Enjoy Extreme Rules. Get extreme yourselves. We'll be getting pretty extreme, I imagine, when we go to bed and not watch it live.
Well, if Bailey wins, I'm getting a kendo stick in the face.
Yes! That's worth tuning in for.
So,
Where do you even buy a kendo stick from?
I don't know. Steve Blackman's probably got a few. Give him a bell.
He follows me on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah. You're making friends with Mojo Raw, eh? I'm friends with Steve Blackman.
We need to see what Steve's up to. He could probably come
He
on
doesn't
the show.
tweet much, to be honest.
I
I don't think he
reckon.
gets it.
I imagine he doesn't. I imagine he's really struggling with the whole thing. But how good would it be if we could get Steve Blackman to give you that kendo stick shot to the face?
I'd take that.
You must die!
He's the most dangerous man, isn't he?
He is.
He's hard as fuck. Yeah, but then
I
I
can
can
imagine
just
you
say,
selling it like Peter Griffin as well.
imagine the views on YouTube on
No,
that.
I think you
Steve
should,
Blackman
you
hitting
need-
me in the face.
you should do it for the views, for the team, for the club.
For the club.
He thinks it won't hurt.
Oh, it'll hurt like hell.
You'll cry. You might lose something from your
You'll lose
face.
both eyes and the use of your nose.
Take one to the back of him.
Oh yeah,
You'd
that's the one.
still cry. It'd be horrendous.
It sounded like Peter Griffin. Seriously, if you have to like,
Oh man, I'd die off it for weeks. Actually, I
Right.
might not be able to die off it. I'd probably eat through a straw. Right. We'll
That's
speak to you
it.
soon. Enjoy Extreme Rules. Be extreme. Right. Ah.
let's play some.
I'm sorry, I've got to go now. I've got this thing called a job.
That's pretty good time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a nice tight hour.
Thing called a job.
Thing is, I work that far away. That the weather will be completely different where I am.
It'll be night time by the time we get to